Hey everyone, just checking to see if there's anybody. I have to whisper. Lots of people are asleep in my house, and I'm on my phone. I just got home. I'm tired, but not yet sleepy. It's 12:32 in the morning here, and I just want to go to bed, but I've been out. I had a friend who invited me to this handbag bingo. I don't know if anybody anyplace else has had handbag bingo. They basically, if you don't know what it is, you go to bingo games, and if you win the bingo out of like 300 people, you win like a really, really expensive Michael Kors. Hello, Trans Jedi. Oh, 5:30. What are you doing up at 5:35 in the morning? That's crazy. I'll be sleeping. Probably won't sleep in. I'm an insomniac unless I take medication. I just dropped my friends off. It's been an interesting night to say the least. Can't sleep. Well, I just got home, not that. Ginger Ninja, what are you doing on so late? It's late. I just got home. Was at handbag bingo and lurking. You're a good detective, though. Um, my friend, no. Ginger Ninja. There was this one where you had to do what they were like. Afraid. Hey, choking on ashes, how you doing? So it had to be the frame all outside the bingo, and that's how you won that one. I was two away. Yep. And the same table kept winning and winning. Ooh, oops, that's awesome. Is that why I'm constantly not seeing you? I know it's so awesome to see Ginger Ninja on here, and I'm never up this late, so maybe that's why. Never up this late. But when we got out of the handbag bingo, I'm like, it's 11:30. Like it's 11:30 in the morning or at night, and they're like, yeah, didn't you know that? I'm like, no, I didn't know it was that late. Does it make a difference? Really, no, but it's way later than I thought. So my friend last week asked me, will you go to this handbag bingo with me? It's it's somewhere in, I think, in Philadelphia. Somewhere in Philadelphia this was, and she's like, it's at some high school. I said, well, I went to high school in Philadelphia. What freaking high school? And she's like, I don't know. And she's like telling me about it. I said, yeah, I think I'll go. I don't get out often. I said, yeah, I'll go. So we went to handbag bingo, and I'm so tired. I'm getting tired right now. That's the problem. We went to handbag bingo, and when she told me, she's like, oh, it's at this place, this high school. I'm like, are you kidding me? She's like, why? I'm like, that's my high school. We live 40 minutes away. They consider me an out of towner when I go over there too. Like when I go to like reunions and stuff, they give me corsages for coming out of town. I'm not an out of towner. It's just a few towns more. But hey, Father Renee, I'll still take another corsage this year because November is our reunion, and I'm really excited. And it was interesting. So it was I'm walking into my high school, and I think I can count 3 times since I graduated from high school. How many times I've been in my high school. And it's weird walking through those halls. It's weird smelling those smells. It's weird. And when we went there, like I graduated with my class in 1993 with over 1,000 students in my grade. We were in ninth to 12th. Every grade was about the same size, if not a little more, a little less, depending on what it was. We had a humongous school. It was basically a boys' school and a girls' school, but it was attached to one school and divided by a chapel. But they attached. And then one year they just decided we're going to go co ed. That was the year I started, and that was 1989. Went co ed. It was no different than what I was used to because I went to a co ed um, grade school, and it wouldn't have been the same if there was no boys involved. And God just, and it was funny because I was a cheerleader. This was for my high school's football, cheerleading, and this cheerleading team in Newtown that my friends' daughters participate in. That's how I got to go. My friend Deb didn't know where Archbishop Bryan was. She never even heard of it. I'm like, that's my school. It's my school. So you're walking. I even tried to see if I could go back upstairs to my locker. I wanted to go to my locker, but everything was closed down. So couldn't get up the steps, but it was interesting. I walked into my cafeteria and hi, Michelle K. Nice to see you. I'm just trying to read this. I'm on my phone. I don't normally go live on my phone unless I can't get to my computer, and I can't because it's where everybody's sleeping, and then I have to drag it out. I'll wake my husband up. He'll be miserable. It's just not worth it. So I'm just like, I'll go live right now. I'm like, there's no, I thought I'd come home to like so many people live, and I'd watch people live until I can get tired. I'm like, nobody's live. Where is everybody? Thanks, Michelle. So just going back to this place, I mean, going into the bathroom, I'm like, I just want to get like a cigarette and pretend like I'm smoking. And because we used to smoke in the bathroom all the time. We weren't allowed to, but we did. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I can't, like I said, I can't see two. I'm like, I get to see like one thing pop up at a time here or for the phone because I have it on this way. Oh, hello, Solanjo Sanchez. Nice to see you. Had a crazy night. Just weird. So I go back to my high school and it's packed. Like there's games going on in the back. And so we had to find parking spots. I'm like, look, I'm dumping you off. I'm parking the car. And I insisted on driving. Why? I knew exactly where I was going. And they would, my other friends, I'm a better driver. Oh my God. Like there was this woman, very, very sweet, very nice. She was the most quiet woman. I swear I didn't hear her say more than a couple words, but she did win a basket from the raffle. I didn't enter the raffle. I'm like, you know what? I've been to so many of these handbag bingos, wasted a lot of money, never won. Why was I going to win now? Everybody won at our table but me and my friend Deb and her cousin. We're like, this kind of sucks. And there was like this old woman. She had to be like in her late 80s. She won literally, I think she won a handbag from a bingo, and then she wound up winning, I think, three different prizes from. And I'm like, how does somebody win that much and then like nothing? But that's always how it works. It's never evenly distributed. it, it would be nice. It would be really nice. So when I walk through those halls, I, s- I s- I could see, because it really hasn't changed. I mean, some paint stuff here or there hasn't changed very much. Still the same hideous ass lockers. And I walked into the gym and I was just like, this is where I practiced cheerleading from through August through God, March. We would practice August through March in that gym. We had every game, competition, pep rally, everything. And the bleachers are still, I don't even think they've been touched, like meaning like redone, refinished. They are still the same bleachers from 1989. Let's face it. But it was very nostalgic. It was really, really nostalgic. It was like, this is great. It was fun. And then I had a friend, and her husband died. And I actually thought maybe I should ask her if she wants to go to this. I'm like, this just happened. She's not going to want to go to handbag bingo. Like, nah. So, walking around, and my friend Deb's like, here, put some raffles in some buckets for me so I can win some stuff. Sure, I'll do that. Walking around, putting the tickets in buckets. And I look around, and there's my friend. I'm like, oh my God. And I realize she's there with my sister's best friends. I'm like, oh my God. Like, it was crazy. And I hadn't seen the one girl. I can't even, like, my sister's best friend from high school, like her best friend. I hadn't seen her in for probably, now I remember the last time I saw her was probably about 7 or 8 years. Nah, more than that. It had to be like 10 years ago. It was before Grace, I think. So a few years back, we saw each other, but we were like sisters growing up. So to see each other was really, really cool. I'm like, we looked at each other like, oh my God. But then I was just shocked. My friend Kelly was out. And I knew there was something special this weekend that was really much going to remind her and her daughter of her husband. And she was out. I'm like, you're out. And she's like, yeah, I'm out. She's like, what the hell are you doing down here? I said, that's the answer. What I'm asking is, what are you doing out? And she's just like, I'm surprised. She's like, who are you with? Who did you bring? I'm like, it's everybody from my home that you don't know. And she's like, from your home? I said, there's Rock Stars, which is another cheerleading team that's like a competitive, all out cheerleading team. Um, and they were part of this raffle. And my friend Minor had to work it. Poor Minor. Him, I think maybe there was 200 to 300 women, maybe about 10 to 15 men working out, helping out. Um, I felt bad for the men because guys don't realize when girls get together, sometimes we can just be silly like school kids sometimes. and we're playing bingo. And all they have to say is, oh, 69. And everybody goes, ooh. It doesn't matter what handbag bingo I go to wherever I'm at. They all do it. They all do it. It's hilarious. I'm like, for the most part, we're 30s. You have all ages at this, and it doesn't change. That's what you call 6 degrees of separation. So it was great to see my friend out. Like, and it was weird because I'm like, she's like one of my closest friends from high school, and I'm not sitting with her. She's sitting at another table. We had I had fun. Thanks, choking on ashes. I didn't win, but I made fun of it. And what else are you gonna do? And then for me, it was just nostalgic being there. And then I had my pictures up. I took a bunch of pictures, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And it was really, really good to see my friend out this weekend like that. I knew that she's even said, she's like, I am dreading this weekend. She would say she's like, she called it for Irish weekend. I'm dreading Irish weekend, which is at the Jersey Shore. And I said to her, I said, look, whatever you need, I'm here. Whatever you need, just give me a call. And I sent her a message today, just asking her how she was and stuff. And I didn't hear from her. And then all of a sudden, I see her at Handbang Bingo. I was like, I was thinking about asking you to come, but I'm like, I thought it was be inappropriate. She's like, and here I am. I'm like, and here you are. I'm like, that's great because she needs to get out and have a little fun because right now she's just really it's starting to set in. For a while, it wasn't real to her. She's like, it's like he's not here. He's on vacation. It doesn't feel real. Now it's starting to feel real for her. And I just, you know, it breaks my heart. I've seen a couple of friends go through this already. It's a hard thing to go through at our age. I mean, you're not supposed to die in our 40s from heart attacks. I had two friends, the one who just passed away in August, and the one who passed away back. And I have a video, and I actually loaded it up for myself to have. So I had it forever because I don't plan on ever taking down this channel. If I ever do, there'd be certain ones I might take down, I might not, who knows. But um, uh, I lost where I just was, and there's nobody here to tell me where I was. I was saying something, and now I forget what I was saying about. Am I am I okay? I'm fine. I'm tired. Getting tired. It's about 12:50. Why? Do I seem weird? My friend, oh, you know what? I can't see the chat that well. I'm trying to see. Let me see. Nope, that's not it. I don't even know how to do this on here. I know. I may not seem okay if I'm not. I'm just, no, you're fine, Ginger. I'm just tired. I'm getting tired. I'm just tired. But like, there was nobody live. So I went live just to come on and say hi. And I know I'm looking and my brain is working at half. I've been up since 7:30. I've never had a day this long and I can't remember. So my brain's probably not functioning that well right now. Yeah, I know, hun. Yeah. Oh, and I'm a total insomniac unless I have certain medication. Oh, please. We all get kind of weirded out sometimes choking on ashes. It's all cool. Here's here's something I'll say about myself. I'm a very straightforward person. And if I got a problem, I'll try to talk to you about it first. I'm not going to air out my grievances on YouTube, and I won't do that. And even if I wouldn't don't like somebody, I'm not going to come on here and be like, blah blah this person and blah blah that person. But if I did do that, if I did, ooh, my nose would be through the roof, but my stress would be out of control. It wouldn't be worth it. It's just not worth it. We all get freaked out from time to time when some things may seem coincidental, some things may not seem coincidental. It's always good to ask. Hey, Evie Bubbles, how are you? Oh, why do I just look tired? Or is my eyes just like shifting, or my mind's not working well? Because those three things are not working that well right now because I am starting to get tired. I didn't eat anything that much today at all. I didn't eat. And like I had a little bit of Rice Krispies this morning, and then I had about 5 chicken wings, and that's all. And when you go to these things, there's normally food everywhere. No food. We just had like a couple of things. I had cider. Hello, I can't see what that says. Marvin, Marvin Rena, nice to come in. Thanks. I'm on my phone. Forgive me. I'm not as quick as I need to be. It's kind of dark. I should probably put more lights on. I need to put more lights on. You think I need to put another light on? Let me know, because I can. Oh, you're from the Philippines. There's a lot of great people who are on here from the Philippines. Um, Maybe try a bit. It may help. Yeah, my face is kind of in the dark. You know what? I think I know what I need to do. Give me a second. Bring this more towards me. Is that better? Can you see me better now? Yeah, I'm getting very tired. I can feel my eyes getting tired. That's a good thing because that's what I've been waiting for. Yes, thank you. Welcome. Everybody's welcome here. We're just hanging out. I'm just talking how weird it was to go back to my old high school, being 44 years old and walking the halls and being in this bathrooms. And the bathrooms look nothing like the bathrooms looked like when we went there at all. Completely redone. A lot of things were redone in that school. It's nice. It's really nice. But it was like I said, it was a girls' school, a boys' school, and then it got combined. And when it got combined, then we had classes. And it's so funny. People be like, "Oh, you went to Ryan? Do you know blah blah blah?" No. Do you know blah blah blah? No. Like I don't know these people. I don't know these people at all because there were 1,000 of us in a class. But you know the majority for sure. But there are some people, that there were names you may not recognize. But when you're around the same 1,000 kids over and over again, you kind of get to know them pretty well, even by sight. You may not know their name, you certainly know them by sight. And it was nice to see my sister's best friends. They were there. It's actually a beautiful Georgian mansion. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, no, mine was far from a mansion. Far from a mansion. Um, yeah, and yeah, to show you how fine I am, I'm the DD tonight. So I was designated driver. Why? Because I knew where I was going. You know what's funny? Oh, really? We had it when I was in high school. Sorry, needed some water. When I was in high school, um, like everything was completely different than it is now. But I remember the guys just being so big. The guys were huge when I went. They didn't look like high school kids by no means. And I always thought about that. I'm like, we used to have a name that got. They were known for using our football team was used known for using steroids. Never proved, but that's what they had a rumored thing going on that they use steroids. And I looked up at this flag that was in the gym and it says football championships 1988, 1990, 91, 92, 93. I went to school and cheered for that football team all 4 years. We never lost, but yet they've never won since we won when I was a cheerleader. When I was a cheerleader was the last time that football team won a championship. I'm like, no way. Now, it could be different. Maybe they won last year, maybe they won the year before. I don't know, but there was these flags and I'm like, that's really cool. It was either no, I was a cheerleader. Mascot? Or were you a mascot? I miss what you said there. I'm trying to cut that. Whereabouts are you, Gingerlux? You were the magic. I'm confused. What that means? What do you mean I were the magic? I don't understand that. And I'm really not good with doing readings on this phone and my eyesight right now because it's getting late. It is getting worse. That's all. Oh, yes, I'm from the US. I'm fine to tell you I live on the east coast of the US. So right now it's 1 o'clock in the morning. So I can't remember the last time I was up till 1 o'clock in the morning. Can't remember. So that I seem I have been doing this all night. If I seem a little off, that's why. So this isn't just happening to you guys. Even my friends are like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm being quiet because everybody upstairs is asleep. I don't want to wake them. I don't want to wake the sleeping bears by no means. Let me just see. I'm Central Time, 12 a.m. I think when we fall back, I think you guys stay the same. Or do you stay on daylight savings or I think it's the stupidest thing in the world. I still do. And I'm like, why do we still follow daylight savings? It's not used for what it was anymore. They did push it back. It used to start in earlier September, and now they pushed it back to Halloween for daylight savings so the kids have more light to go trick or treating. So, ooh, Maine I've always wanted to go to Maine. My husband and I were just saying that. Want to go to Maine. And like I said, I came on here to get tired. So I'm getting tired, and that's a good thing. And then I got to find something to watch. So, because once I click this off, I'll go upstairs and I'll listen to something. Normally, I like to watch Dr. Phil or listen to Dr. Phil. Don't ask me why. Also, kids want it for school bus, so they're not in the dark. Very true. Very true. Ooh, yeah, because my daughter leaves for school at 6:50 in the morning. 6:50, which means I get up at 6 and then I let my youngest one sleep in till about 7, 7:15. She's a snail getting ready. I'm like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" "I just got my pants on." "Hi, Lisa H." She's like, "I just got my pants on." She's been up there like 20 minutes. I'm like, "I'm gonna go. Like, get down here, get food." But I always have her lunch. All we have to do is get stuff done around here. And then she's got 20 minutes to watch TV and chill out. And she loves that part. That's the part she loves. And then each month, I take my daughter and her friend and I take them to and from school. Oh, I'm getting a tingle in my nose. I do not want to sneeze. Don't sneeze. And this month is my month. So I'm driving the kids back and forth to school. And actually, something remarkable happened. I talked about it earlier in a video. For the past few years, I'm just venting here. Sorry. The past few years, when it comes to the driver, like the driving lane, we're all supposed to park in a certain way so you can get as many students out at once to get in their car, keep the line going so there's no backup. Okay? Number one, there is a woman. She is an older woman. She's obviously grandma or great grandma. Because I saw how young the kid was. I'm like, that might be great grandma. And great grandma always wants to park at the door to see her kid come out and she can take off from there. And is Blood X in here? Wait a minute. Is here. Hello, Blood X. What's up? I know I'm being quiet because my family's sleeping. Hey, Lisa. Hey, everybody. I'm so glad everybody's here. I'm glad everybody's kind of up. I'm surprised. I'm like, I don't know who's going to be awake, but I'm just like, I drove everybody home, came home, had to take my stuff to help me sleep. I'm just waiting for that. How am I? I'm good, Blood X. I just came from handbag bingo. And did I win? No, I did not win. But it's all good. It's all good. I came home with a new t-shirt, with long sleeve t-shirt for my from my high school. So that was good enough for me. I was happy to leave with that. Yeah, it's 105. 105. I did, because Blood X, a friend of mine around my neighborhood, I live in New Jersey. I live in New Jersey, and she said, this place that we're going to, this high school, is in Philadelphia. I said, well, where in Philadelphia? Find out. She's like, So she says the name of the school. I'm like, that's my high school. She's like, no. I'm like, yeah. She's like, it's actually to benefit the cheerleading and football and also my friend's daughter's team. I'm like, this is too weird. I'm going with my friends from my life now down to my old high school. I need to make some mods. I do have mods. Uh-oh, do I have some trolls? Do I have any trolls here? I know I do have mods. I actually have quite a few mods. I just think they're all sleeping at this point. I'm never awake at this time. Never awake at this time. And I don't know how to do the boop, 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 boop from my phone. That's cool, Blood X. You'll be one next. As soon as I remember how to do it again, I'll go on my stuff and figure it out. But yeah, you deserve one, Blood X. Absolutely. Because you're the best. Who who are you live streaming with? Was it yesterday or today? Like, I really don't remember what day it was because it's been jam-packed. D90, 1206 here, Mom. Yeah, I'm never online at this time. Never, ever. Nor am I. Yes, but I was the designated driver, but we weren't really drinking. Like, I had 2 ciders I took with me, and we were there for 4 hours. 4 hours of handbag bingo. He was good. You guys were really good together. It was really funny. You guys, like, interaction with each other was absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. I was so busy yesterday, but I did get some time to be on Blood X. But yeah, like, I'm like, all right, do I go live? I'm like, but I'm tired. What do I do if I really start getting tired? I'm like, I'll just sign off. Cider isn't alcoholic in the US, is it? Yep, yep, yep. I took pumpkin hard cider. I love it. And here's the part about it. My husband found it, bought it home. I wish he never brought it home to me. He bought it home to me, and I said, you bought me, and I love everything pumpkin spice. I am such a pumpkin spice freak. And I was talking to a few of my friends in England and actually all over, not on, say, America or Canada. Most people don't have the pumpkin spice craze. I was like, so you don't have like pumpkin spice lattes? My British friend, no. Loopy Lisa, no, I don't. No. I'm like, don't you have like all these decorate? No. We get a pumpkin at the store and then we put them out. And I'm like, really? That's crazy. Blowing my mind. I'm like, it is such a thing here in the US. Such a thing. Such a thing to the point that people either love it or people effing hate it. It was funny because I had that conversation with 2 or 3 different people, and it's like men don't like pumpkin spice. Bullshit. Yes, they do. They all say it's a girly thing. No, it's not. It's really yummy. All my coffees are pumpkin spice in the fall. Have to have the pumpkin spice coffee in the morning. Have to have the pumpkin spice creamer. Have to get now, which is the pumpkin spice cider. Oh, wait till I tell you. Oh, sorry about that. Wait till I tell you what I did to get my ciders. So, we are doing plans. We've got big plans next weekend, and I plan on sharing it with you. It's supposed to be absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait. This is going to be some cool stuff to show you. I'm pretty much going to be videoing a lot when I'm at where I'm at, and it should be fun. Back to where I was. Where was I? Now I got to go back to, I think, 2 points. See, I can't go on these tangents and then forget that spot, the pumpkin spice. Now I'm back. See, I thought about it and I remembered. So yeah, everyone's like, no, it's not a thing. And a friend of mine's like, oh, you guys make such a big deal over Halloween. And a friend is coming here for to be in the US, and she'll be here Halloween. And she's like, I want to buy this and this and this. And she's telling me what she's doing. I'm laughing. I'm like, it's more than you think it is. It's crazy. And some of these kids are so good and so thoughtful. So good, so thoughtful. And when it comes to their costumes, and some of them are so mighty unique, so unique. I've seen some crazy ones. Um, yeah, my daughter's like trying to be something. I'm like, I am not buying you a $60 costume, so you can think twice about that, and we can look into things that you can be. Because now she wants to do, like, it's funny because last year she made her friends. She kind of warming up to them last year. This year I can't pull them apart, and everything's like, my friends, my friends, my friends, my friends. I'm like, ugh. I'm like, I kind of, no, I like that she has friends, but she cares more about her friends right now than being a mom. But my middle schooler should be like that, but she's not. I'm like, why is that? She's got good friends. She's got cool friends. And what their thing is, ugh, what their thing is, my hair was in my mouth there for a second. Um, they've all pretty much been friends since preschool, and most of us spent the time down the shore together in a house, and it's like we're family. My friend's husband's like, burp. He's like, I'm so sorry. I didn't even say excuse me. I said I lived with you for 2 weeks in a house. I know how you are now. You didn't apologize then. Why apologize now? He's like, you're right. I'm like, we've been through it all. So when you're talking a lot, and I didn't eat much, like didn't eat anything. You're supposed to bring all your food. People bring sandwiches and like you name it. They bring like all these like appetizers and foods for everybody to share. And we forgot about that part. We had no food. It's all good. And then I had 2 ciders. I gave one cider to my friend, and it's pumpkin spider cider. I am fubbling over my words all day. Mine's curly wavy, and then it can go straight and can kind of do lots of things on its own. Sometimes it does absolutely awful things. My hair looks really kind of blonde right now. But yeah, it was really fun going back home today. But back to the pumpkin spice. I'm trying to remember where I am. If I don't have someone to always remind me, especially when I'm getting tired, I start to like drift off. And when I start to do that, I think it's probably sooner than later that I should sign off. There's this thing, they're called Down East, and no one asked me to promote this by no means. It's a cider, and you buy in each pack. It's 4, and I went to pick it up this weekend at our liquor. Ooh, I keep having hair in my mouth. Look, I've still got marker crap on me from like popping from the bingo. So back to the pumpkin spice. I go to the liquor store, and when I went to the liquor store, I walked in and I asked the guy. I said, "Hey, I'm like, do you have this pumpkin? It's like pumpkin spice cider." And I said, "Down East." And I knew exactly where they had it because I asked them the last time. Rolled over there, took 1 or 2, and I left because they come in like a 4-pack, not a 6-pack. And it 2 was fine. I'm like, I'll go pick 2 more up next week. I went to pick it up. They were out. They're like, no, honey, that's a one and done thing. Like, what do you mean that's a one and done thing? Meaning you can, they send it out. I know I'm not thinking of my words because I'm getting tired. So forgive me. Oh my God, this is like my worst life. I'm like totally being sleepy and tired, and I'm totally getting there, but I'm trying to get through the story. So I'm gonna take you out because maybe if I step and walk, I'll like wake up a little bit more. Okay, so it's these pumpkin ciders. Hold on. Phew. It's these pumpkin ciders that I bought, and they are so good. I wish my husband never bought them for me. I said to him, I tried woodchuck. I tried the woodchuck. Nothing against woodchuck. I do like them, but the pumpkin cider that they made, not so good. It was awful. I'm like, never buying that again. So my husband thought he was doing me a favor, and he brought me home a the cider that I've been trying, but this time they had pumpkin cider. Like, I don't like the pumpkin cider, Jay. And he's like, no, 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 no. You'll like, he's like, just give it a try. It's the unfiltered. You might really like it. Okay. So I tried it and I was kind of worried. So good. It was so good. It's the only thing I really want to drink. So I go out to these stores to get it today or yesterday. And the one place that I'm in, they don't have it. They're like, sorry, it's a one and done thing. So I went down to another liquor store that I know sell it. They're like, nope, we're out of that. We're out of Bear Claw. We're out of everything. I'm like, or White Claw, not Bear Claw, sorry. We're out of everything. So I'm like, fine. I'm thinking, oh my God, I really, like, I'm depending on this for especially next weekend. I'm like, no. And I'm like, ooh, I remember them seeing at my local grocery store. And I called the grocery store. I said, do you still have the Down East pumpkin cider? He said, not much, about a case. I said, can you hold me just 2 of the 4 packs? It's like, do you want more? I said, I'll figure it out when I get there. But I said, I was thinking to myself, I'll take whatever I can find. He goes up and he gets a forklift for me. I get there, and as you can see already, 2 of them are gone. The Downies, they were pumpkin, handcrafted. That's exactly, oops, what it looks like. It's absolutely delicious. But, and here's the big but part about it. Flip. The big but part about it is, like, I had to buy 6. I went over to Wegmans and I bought 6 of them. I'm like, I'll just take 6 of them, please. And he's like, you can buy them all. I'm thinking, I find it really hard that I can justify buying almost $60, $60 to $65 worth of cider. That's a lot. That's a whole lot. But to me, it's like liquid gold. I don't like that much alcohol anymore. This, I fell in love with the taste. It's not even like I want to have a drink or relax. I want to drink it like I'm drinking a soda because it tastes so good. That's where I'm probably going to get in trouble for sure. Definitely going to get in trouble. But yeah, I went searching for that, man, and I got it for next weekend. That's all that matters to me. All that matters. We're going to be spending some time with some other people in a house. So it should be interesting. Very, very interesting. But it's family this time. Who knows what can go on with family? But it'll be fine. We all have fun. We have a good time together. Definitely going to take pictures. It's a beautiful place that we're going to. It's beautiful. Now I want my cider. I'm sorry. I know Lisa H. If I like almost yelled at him for buying it. Like, why did you buy this? I don't like pumpkin. This is going to taste awful. Ew. Instead of being, oh, thank you anyway, honey, but I probably won't like it. And I just like, I said, I do appreciate the thought, but I tried woodchuck. He's like, well, try this. This is unfiltered. It kind of tastes different, which is true. The unfiltered cider tastes very different than the filtered cider. So, pour it in a glass, and that's what you really need to do. You got to pour it in a glass, fizz it up a little bit. it's, if my friend, when we were out, asked me, he's like, can you get me one? Because he was working the raffle tickets. I'm like, yeah, I'll get you one. I went up and I gave him one of mine. I only had three. And I said, do you like pumpkin and pumpkin spice? And I said, if you don't like pumpkin and pumpkin spice, you're going to despise this. And he's like, yeah, I do. And I'm like, well, then you should like it. And I went back over to him at a break and he goes, gone. Like I told you, it's really, really good. But we were also over my friend's house and we ran into my friend Jim. And I said to Jim, I'm like, oh, yeah, I got these pumpkin spice cider. He's like, anything pumpkin spice is absolutely disgusting. It's so funny. You either absolutely love it or you absolutely hate it. There's no in between. There's no in between. And that's the funny part about it. Like, and you know what? Same thing about candy corn that I notice. If you don't like candy corn, people get like, oh, how could you not like candy corn? Because it tastes like nothing but sweet sugar on acid. They're crazy. Did I miss anybody in here? I just want to make sure I didn't. Nope, 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 nope. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. It's really great. What you guys talking about? Let me check. Just looking. I saw something. It said something, and I just want to ask what it meant. Where'd it go? There it is. Choking on ashes. You put it was the Watts case. What was? I can't keep up with that. What do you mean? What was the Watts case? Carla, what are you doing up, sweetie? Are you an insomniac like me tonight? I went to handbag bingo, and I lost. I lost. Oh, you're watching your lunch. I feel privileged. Thank you so much. Oh, you just woke up. Carla, what time is it where you live? Fishing with Grizzly Whiskers. Hello, Fishing with Grizzly Whiskers. I'm not sure if you've been here. I think you might have. I think I've seen you around. Lisa H. and Choking on Ashes and Evie Bubbles and D90. You guys are great. I like, who's going to come on my channel at this hour? Look, you guys are all hanging out. That's awesome to me. Same. It's 1:25 here. Did you mean to wake up or you just kind of woke up? I know that feeling, and you're like, I can't get back to sleep. And you just turned something on. And so I did run in, like, the good thing about going down to high school, at first I'm like, oh my God, I could run into so many people I know. I ran into a guy and we started talking. I bought one of my high school t-shirts. Like, I haven't bought one of my high school t-shirts in a really long time. So I'm like, it's time I get some new high school gear. First time, yep, on everything always happens on Spicy Stream. That's Spicy Man. He cracks me up though. He is funny. Have you seen his bloopers for everything Spicy? Hilarious. I laugh because if you watch Phil, he's just such a jovial guy. Just seems like he comes off the cuff, and you can see how much he actually really does work on it. And when he was doing it with his son, the two of them going back and forth, it was so funny. His name is Everything Spicy. Hey, Carla Marie, do you know how to put? Do you know how to put somebody's page up there? That would be awesome if you could do that. Great. He has become a quick, and I have to tell you, because I see what goes on YouTube, I'm very picky and choosy about like who I share my life with and talk to on a daily basis. He's one. He's become one. And he's just funny. And, you know, he met Loopy Lisa through me. That's how he met Loopy, because I went to his channel. And, and now we're like all friends. It's so funny. So funny. Oh, he makes me laugh so hard. He's just like that. You do it. Like he's like a buddy. He's such a good buddy. I was I had gotten no, I didn't get on live. I was on chat with them, and then all of a sudden he FaceTimes me while they're live on Crazy Ann's channel yesterday. Well, I'm sitting in my kitchen, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm like, oh my God. Like, why do you have this? Loopy Lisa went live tonight. Did Loopy Lisa go live? I'm going to be sad I missed it. Did she go live with Kaz? The two of them together, I literally left the party to go and watch them because they were funnier and more interesting because nobody was talking. Oh, that's right. It's Sunday. Well, it's Sunday there. That's right. She, she was dreading this day. How about a moment of silence for Loopy Lisa, who had to go back to work after her 3 week holiday? As she, I'm not saying that right. I forget how she said it, but yeah, you guys say holiday. She will be in on tonight. Where will she be in? I would love to see her. I sent her a couple things. Like I made in my last video that I made, it was all for her. Oh, yeah. She got, she's getting ready. She didn't know that everything spicy was kind of like a growing channel. She had no idea what a growing channel was. No clue. And she's like, I don't know what's going on. Like, what's the matter? She's like, I just went up like 100 subs in like a few days. You've been on with everything spicy. Yeah, that's why. What do you mean? It's kind of a networking channel. She didn't know what that kind. Well, she knows what networking was, but she's like, people go in there to try to get people to sub, and if people like you, they sub to you. She didn't get that. She's like, that's amazing. And so that she had that huge jump, she was so excited about it because she's the sweetest person, one of the sweetest person that I know. I don't think I know anybody sweeter. Like just that sweet and kind, and she's got that little streak at her, but there's when she tries to act evil, then she has that giggle. And then you gotta laugh. Save Robbie. Oh, I was kind of nervous to send you that email, but I'm going to send it because I promised myself. Promised myself, but I'm nervous about it. I'm really, really nervous about it. But I'm like, if there's one person I could go to, it would be you that I would trust. I don't want to go into a friend who can, like, ha ha ha, laugh at me or something. Or I don't want to go into my family where they might say yes just for the benefit of being nice to me. I'm like, I'm going to send it to you, but I got to get down right first. But yeah, I went back to my high school in Philadelphia, invited by a friend here where I live in New Jersey, in central New Jersey. She's like, but it's in Philly. I'm like, Philly? Well, what high school? I said, let me know. I said, I went to a high school. I'm like, the odds of it being mine were like slim to none. It was my high school. I went back to my high school today and very nostalgic. kind of closed off everything. I wanted to go up to my locker. I wanted to visit my locker. I wanted to show people because the hallways in these, because they're so long. So if you have like no lights on going down, and then when you can see like the lights at the end of the other, I had just seen the movie It. I'm going to say this was 19, when did that come out? 91? 92? I went up and yeah, I was freaked out. I was totally freaked out by It. And I go in and we go upstairs, go to get my locker, and we're like, all right, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. We would we would run as fast as we could to where because we were scared. It was we didn't like it. And I swear, I think my eyes, my head was probably doing it, and my brain was playing tricks on me that I could see the clown at the end of the hallway where the light was. And I'm like, she's like, it's nothing there, let's go. And I'm like, it just seems so bizarre. I still remember that image. Totally remember it. But a lot hasn't changed about the school, but there's a lot that has changed. Um, our high school, like I said, I graduated with 1,000. You're lucky now if you graduate with 100 or 200. I think I got to ask, but it's much smaller. It's a lot of classrooms that's been done into something else. Where we were going, nobody used the lockers. All the lockers have lock on it. And when I was in there last year to grab something, there was barely any students. Barely any students. Ooh, and I was jealous too. They all had air conditioners. I'm like, compared to what they have, they're in Beverly Hills compared to what we had. We had swelter, and we have way stricter people in our, uh, definitely in my school, very strict. I think I told the story that somebody sent me flowers. Some crazy guy met me at my job when I worked at Chi Chi's, and I was one of those stupid can girls. I really was. And it was all neon. Neon. Could it be worse than neon? And everything had to be a different color, except for the top was white. But your cumber belt had to be um, a different color than your skirt. You were not allowed to wear the same color. It got to a point we were so used to wearing these uniforms, we would walk the mall. And we lived right by, at that time, we lived by Franklin Mills Mall, which is in Philadelphia. And um, we went to the mall. We would walk the mall. And walking the mall to look like that back in the day in the 90s, that is a fashion faux pas. We didn't care. We're like, we gotta work. What are we gonna do? Just change it just change, come back? I had a friend who was like, who gives a F? I'm like, you're right. Who gives a F? Let's do it. So we did it. I had some great friends in high school, and I'm really blessed. And I was blessed to run in her tonight and see that she was doing better than I was thinking she was. She was definitely doing better than I thought she was. So that's all that matters. And she was with good people who are good people that I've known for a very long time. Let me see here. I'm missing some of this chatter. Robbie's here. On my first grade report card, my teacher wrote that I was the class. That's hard. Well, yes and no. But it was a bad thing back then, right? Hey, who said this? Hold on. I just saw something. Choke it on ashes. The black cat from next door wants to move in with us here. True story. my closest, one of my closest and dearest friends, and I even said it before. She lost her husband back in 2015. Yes, 2015. I had to think about it because I turned a big number. I turned 40 that day. I gotta what is why am I not gonna say it? I don't care. So I turned 40. I was super stoked. Um, I took my daughter, we went to the Today Show. She got her picture taken with Chanel, and she got her picture taken with Dylan Dreyer. The rest, everybody else was missing. Matt Lauer was gone by this point. Was Matt Lauer gone at that point? No, but he just wasn't there. I have pictures with my daughter Grace with Matt Lauer. I'm like, do I want to keep the picture? Now, it's nothing provocative or anything like that, please. As a matter of fact, he was very, very sweet to her. Very sweet to the both of us, actually. And I had heard a lot of crap about him. So that's how I kind of went in like, all right, don't expect much from Matt Lauer. And he came up to us and I said, can I get a picture with you and my daughter? This was still when legit Matt Lauer was, a big media guy. And yeah, I was Lisa H, the biggest fan. And I say was the biggest fan of the Today Show. Not anymore. Hmm. So with the cat thing, I'm sorry, just looking at some comments. Carla, you're the best. You don't have to stay up here. You do know that if you want to go back to sleep, you can. I'm just waiting to try to go to sleep because my husband will give me shit if I keep him awake or I wake him up. So I'm waiting to get good and tired till I'm like, I can go to bed. And being designated driver all night, I can't drink wine, so I didn't drink the wine. Um, but wow, like when I walked in the gym and it's not much different. I'm like, I can remember our socials, which were dances. You'd walk in the gym, it was complete darkness. I mean, you could barely see. It was so dark in the gyms. Um, but they were the best time. Oh, you're so sweet, Carla. And by the way, you are the nicest person in the world. Do you know that? If anybody here hasn't subscribed to Carla Marie, check her out. She's got a wonderful energy that this YouTube community needs. With all this drama and all this BS that's going on, that everybody's just mad at each other and everyone's warring and everyone's trying to figure it out. Carla who's showing you things and things what's going on with her, and she's just showing just to be bright. And I think she deserves more than what she has right now, to be completely honest, because I think she's absolutely amazing. Thank you, Lisa H. She's worth it. She's just trying out. She's working out some kinks. What was that? Did anybody else see like a shadow right before? It was like a whoosh. Did anybody else see a shadow? It was kind of weird, just kind of freaked me out. Anyone? Thank you, Lisa H. Um, like I just said, did anyone see some like shadow that just passed by? I'm just asking if anyone has seen it because that just freaked me out a little bit. I do believe in paranormal shit. Ooh, I do. I I do believe in spirits, ghosts. I wouldn't call ghosts. Spirits? Yes. Do I believe sometimes people, especially like when you're sleeping, are visited by people and it's so real? It's so, you hear these people say it. No, they were standing at the edge of my bed. Same story. Same story that I've heard. And I've heard some different stories about that. Breathtaking. I mean, some of these stories that people say that these people had said to them. Crazy, 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 crazy. Um, oh my, I've been going more than an hour. That's a little shocking to me. I do too, Carla Marie. I do too. I don't think my mom will mind that I share this story because it's a kind of really freaking cool story. So my mom, if you, I'm gonna say probably about 2 decades ago, she had a friend. She was dying from cancer. She was just dying, and she didn't want people to come over, but she really loved my mom, and she wanted my mom, and my dad to come over. And every time my mom went to see her, she always bought her yellow flowers, and she loves the yellow flowers. And they got a quick call one day saying that she was in the hospital and that the only people besides her husband that she wanted to see was my parents. So my mom ran to her and she went and talking to her and they made a pact. She's like, "You need to let me know somehow that you're okay." She's like, "Okay, I got it." She's like, well, how am I going to know what it is? She's like, "Trust me, you'll know what it is." It's just a bizarre thing to say. Just a bizarre thing to say, right? So, yeah, it was just a very, very bizarre thing to say. I was forgetting what I was just saying. Give me a minute to get back. I'm definitely getting tired. Um, the story of my mom. She said, "I'll definitely give you a sign." So she had passed away. You know, now my mom's head's like kind of completely off of it. They're going through the services, they're doing this, they're doing that. You saw that shadow behind me? What did it look like? That freaked me out. I don't like that. I mean, it just freaks me out at that there's somebody's spirit. I don't know if it's spirit or a bug, but I saw that in the background just for a second, like a flash. It was kind of weird, right? That's bizarre. There's nothing here to do that. You could use sage smudging. What is sage smudging? Back to my story, real quick. It was like a day or two after she had been buried. All of a sudden, my Aunt Kathy, who's my mom's best friend since she was a child, calls her up. "Peg, I have this thing. I don't really want it." She's like, "But when I looked at it, I thought of you. I thought you would love this." My mom's like, "Okay." I'd love to see it. She comes over. She gives her the box. She pulls it out. And the joke was like sometimes my mom would have to bring her pink roses. She would always write, "I'm so sorry that it's not yellow," because she loved the yellow ones. But she's like, "I love the pink just as much as I love the yellow," is what she said to my mom. She sent her, there was a, she sent, my aunt gave her this thing that was like a little stick, and then it had one pink rose, one yellow rose. That's bizarre. Coincidental? Could be. 2 days after, and that she would absolutely know it was her. She would absolutely know, and that was their thing. And she just told me this story literally 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. I'm like, I was a little bugging because, I've been a Catholic all my life, but I'm not necessarily sure if why do I think my God is right compared to everybody else's? Everybody else has a God, so are they all wrong and I'm right? That's kind of obnoxious to think. That's really obnoxious to think. So my kids are getting their sacraments. My kids are doing everything like that. But we're kind of walking through the steps because I'm not sure if I'm a Catholic or not anymore. I'm not sure what I am. That's the real. I do have faith. I've got good faith. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I was brought up Catholic. And I was forced to go to church every freaking Sunday. And every freaking Sunday, I hated it. I hated it. I did not enjoy it. And there was a time I left, I couldn't wait to stop going. And I still don't like going. And that doesn't make me a bad person. It wasn't like Jesus was like, "I'm going to make these places, and they are called churches, and you are going to have to go every Sunday. And if you're not, you are not a good Catholic." Jesus never said that. He said, just make a Sabbath, on Sunday. I would say I do that. Maybe. Sundays for me are for the Eagles. I just realized the Eagles will be playing 12 hours from now. Holy Moses. The one church that gets me the most is the Church of Scientology. That's the one that blows my mind. Spiritual's good too, so am I. Definitely, that's what I am. And yeah, that's a cult. I went to Florida when I was 16 years old. I was a senior in high school. We pulled up at this hotel and it looked like a cheesy, hideous motel. And I'm not complaining because I got to go with my aunt and my grandfather. But my cousin Jen complained. She's like, "Oh my God, are we paying this by the hour? Seriously, Mom." She's like, "No, no, no, this is supposed to be like a cozy, cute little stay." She's like, "I think, yeah, a little stay, meaning an hour or two, not days." And it actually wound up being not that bad. I'm like, okay. We got into the room. It looked pretty cool. I'm like, all right, this isn't bad. So I was in with my cousin. And I go into the bathroom and I started screaming. So my cousin comes in. She's like, "What's wrong?" So I got an itch in my ear. She's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "What the hell is that? And I pointed, it's a palmetto bug. I don't know if none of you have been to Florida. Bugs about yay big, yay big, yay fat. About that fat. I would say even fatter. And I'm like, I was out and I shut the door. This was so unintentional on my part. It was more of the fear took over at the age of 16. I took the door and I slammed it. She's like, let me out of here with it. Get me out. And I'm like, no, I'm not opening the door. No, no, please kill it. And she's like, I'm not killing it. Let me out. That's our funny remembrance from that trip. Is that how I locked my cousin Jen in the bathroom with a palmetto bug? I don't like bugs. Bugs and I are not friends. I'm sorry, just reading some stuff. I'm reading it not so much out loud. But you know what? Like, I remember, and this is the one thing I think where my faith kind of really took a turn. You need to go to sleep, Carla? Or do I need to go to sleep? She just wrote asleep. I'm not asleep. Still talking. Oh, good night, Carla. I'm actually not far behind you. Love you very much. Can't wait to see you. Yeah. I should probably start ending mine too, because I am getting tired. I'm sorry. That would be rude to do that, but I've been out since 7 o'clock. I didn't get home till midnight. It's almost 2 a.m. I think it's time for me to go. I've just been on here just rambling, so I appreciate everybody being on here. I appreciate the thumbs up. It was just to chat and say hi and see who was on. So I appreciate you hanging out for the chitter chatter of banter to the person who's quite tired. So everyone have a also here's a little sneak peek that nobody else will know. The first weekend of November is my reunion from high school. And my friends are all talking about coming on my page. That's a possibility. That's post reunion. Not sure how well that's going to go, especially with the people who I'm hanging out with. Don't think so. All right. But with that being said, I could see my eyes. Look at them. They're like half open now. They're like, I probably will not be live tomorrow because tomorrow is an Eagles game. So I will be hoping and praying that the Eagles do their best against the Detroit Lions at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Huge Eagles fan. It's better that you don't see me as the Eagles fan because I'm a little cuckoo in the head when it comes to it. So, good night, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. You're pretty awesome, and I appreciate it. And now I'm going to get my stuff, go upstairs because I finally feel tired. I'm like, yes, I can feel it now. And I can see it as I'm looking into the camera that my eyes are starting to droop. So good night, everyone. Good night, Lisa H. All quilted together, choking on ashes. You are always awesome. Don't ever feel like that I was too, unless you came at me with like a hatchet, then maybe. But other than that, That's not me. Lisa H. Bye. I really appreciate you all hanging out. Mwah. Kiss you all. Hold on. I think Mel Mel is live. Does anybody know Mel Mel? Let me see something. Can I do this? Oops. Yes. I'm going to see if I can get Mel Mel on there. Hold on. Can I do this? Since Carla, oops, that's my messy house. Do not do that. She's live right now, and I want to send people to her page from here. That's what I'm trying to do. So if you all can you head on over to Mel Mel and the link? I don't think I have a mod now in here. Mel was peeking out. Awesome. It's most of you, I think you know Mel Mel. Funny, 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 funny. Good night. Thank you, choking on ashes. My body's starting to fall asleep now before I am in my eyes. So, everyone, have a peaceful night, peaceful morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. Good night, all. Sayonara.